Booyah! I'm live. How are you doing, everyone? Andrew the Android Koloski is live and ready to rock and roll for all of you. So, I want you guys to join. You need to be at my beck and call, motherfuckers. Join this live stream and give me some pleasure. Give me some pleasure because I get pleased when you guys join and engage with me. So hopefully you will do precisely that. You will join and engage with me. Booyah! Booyah! So I had an ex-girlfriend. I'm not going to name her by name. Because I don't know if she'd be okay with it. I haven't really spoken to her in years. But I'm on good terms with her, I think. So I'm going to call her Sally. I'm going to call her Sally Sammartino, but that's not her name. So her name is Sally Sammartino. So I made videos with her, and yesterday on Facebook, she called herself S Squared. Because her name is Sally Sammartino S Squared. I got ideas of reference. It was a Bull Buchanan reference. If you don't know who Bull Buchanan is, he was a WWE wrestler. When John Cena first debuted, he would go on epic and hilarious rants, wrestling promos. And all B Squared said at the end was, Booyah! Basically, I'm John Cena, and she's B Squared. Bull Buchanan was dead weight and was quickly ditched. But, basically, it's like, yeah, I come out, I cut my weird rapping promos, and basically all she says is, Booyah! And I'm like, okay, I guess S Squared was my rapping partner for a while. Booyah! So that's cool. Booyah! All right, let's drink some water here. All right. So I'm going to read to you a post. I said, they're letting me know a woman I went to college with was a 19-year-old prostitute back in 2010. And in 2010, I was 22 years old. She was broken, sick in the head. Then she met me. I was a clueless man-child back in 2010. But in her eyes, a light shined. She became obsessed with me ever since. Basically, my soulmate is a former prostitute. After meeting me, she cleaned up her act. She devoted her life to trying to find true love with me. Basically, she's done so much for me. And everything, it's not a coincidence. Basically, the person who is obsessed with me is a former prostitute. I need to remind myself this is suspicions. This is a fantasy that I'm coming to a feeling of conviction is true. Nobody has ever confirmed anybody I knew was a prostitute. And also, there's nobody in my life. I'm a loser who's daydreaming, and my daydreams are becoming real. I'm getting delusional. Nobody loves me, and the source of my self-esteem is fantasy. Wouldn't it be cool to be like Deadpool and have a girlfriend who is a former prostitute like Vanessa and have her be madly in love with me? And I want to be loved by somebody. I want to feel there's somebody out there who suffered a lot like me. But realistically, nobody cares about me. Nobody cares if I even die. There is no former prostitute who loves me. So catch it, check it, change it. And then I, toggle back into the delusion. I say, yes, everybody has screwed me over. I think this woman from college, from 2010, the former prostitute, basically, she was too cute and classy for what she was doing. She made a mistake. But her family probably outcast her because she's a former prostitute. I don't know. This is delusions. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Basically, catch it, check it, change it. I'm not like Deadpool. I don't have a Vanessa, former prostitute who loves me. I'm not going to find true love with a former prostitute. So catch it, check it, change it. Booyah! So I'll share with you the artwork I created today in art class for your pleasure, guys. This one is, I need some help in the form of love and empathy because I'm in pain. I'm a man-child who's in pain. The next one, oh no, I'm going to get eaten. I'm on a boat and there's a shark that's about to eat me. I'm in the ocean. And the last one, soon I'll be rich and famous. I'll be the next big pop superstar, I know it. If I keep practicing the guitar, someday I'll be a rock star. And that's the artwork from today. What do you think? Lydia says, nice artwork. Thank you, Lydia. Lydia likes the shark. I'll pull that one back up for you. All right. So any questions, guys? Any questions or comments? I'm in an intense mood today. I'm in an intense mood. I'm ready to... How was my day? To be honest, not too good. Not too good. I was kind of feeling a little sick and a little unstable. I had a fight with my mom, but I guess I'm doing better now. Booyah! Booyah! I got to really cut back on the caffeine because my heart is starting to bother me. I'm going to give myself a heart attack by pumping myself full of caffeine. You know, to be honest with you, I hope this isn't going to end like with everybody having righteous rage towards one another. I hope this isn't going to end with everybody hating one another and like a sensationalistic pro wrestling matchup. I want this to end with sadness, people feeling empathy, hugging each other, loving each other, apologizing to one another. I hope this doesn't end like a shit show with everybody throwing chairs and cursing and flipping everybody off. I hope it ends like with people loving one another and happiness and empathy, you know? Somebody asked me, what did I argue with my mom about? Well, I accused my mother of giving me, pharmacologically abusing me and giving me the HIV accident with premeditated intent. And she says, I didn't do it. And, you know, I'm like, confess, admit you did it. And she says, you need the hospital. That's basically the gist of it. Booyah! It's gonna be an earthquake. I'm gonna rattle the walls. Earthquake. Gonna shake the ground. Earthquake. Earthquake. Yeah, my mom is horrible at de-escalating. Like no, like like my mother, like let me put it to you this way: my mother does not know how to de-escalate a situation, like not at all. I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody who behaves like a rational therapist. Because when I try to mention and ask my mom questions, she just yells and screams, and she doesn't de-escalate the situation. She doesn't show empathy. She doesn't give hugs. She just yells at me for accusing her of things, and that's problematic. I mean, obviously, the fact that I get the suspicions about her is problematic, but the fact that she doesn't say, "No, Andrew, I didn't do it," and the fact that she doesn't try to de-escalate it is problematic in itself. It's like I come to her with the suspicions, and she just starts throwing gasoline all over it, basically. Deborah says you're mentally ill. She should know at this point. I agree. I mean, anybody in their fucking right mind should say, you know what? I didn't do this, Andrew. I didn't gaslight you into taking prep. You were, but no. She just fights with me. She just fights with me over it. Her tone is atrocious, and that's the God's honest truth. She fights with me, like instead of saying no, I didn't do it, and trying to talk about it in an empathetic and rational kind of way, she tries to fight with me. So Mud Duck says I have been gaslighting myself into thinking all my anger is righteous. Fair enough. Maybe some of my anger is bad, not righteous, not justified. So give me an example of so give me an example of something that isn't justified, an anger I have that isn't righteous. I guess I need to. I guess when I make accusations about people and I accuse them of things that they didn't do, that's unjustified anger, and I need to take accountability for that and apologize for that and say, "Look, Mom, I'm sorry for accusing you of pharmacologically abusing me. I'm angry that that happened to me. I felt like I was over medicated. I felt defective and damaged from it, and it really traumatized me. But you aren't to blame. My feelings are obviously valid, but my conclusion isn't valid here. You obviously had good intentions. You did not have malevolent or nefarious intentions, and that's what I have to. That's the realization I have to come to here. Booyah! So he says, I do have a lot that I should be angry about, but anger will just distract me from getting ahead. Deborah says people are typically deeply flawed, not evil. So he says, Christine, my mother, is going to lay down the hammer. Yeah, my mom's going to lay down the hammer. She's going to lay down the law. Somebody says, anger is a symptom. Fight the disease. Yeah, I definitely have anger. I feel like there's hidden realities. People say there's no hidden realities, but when I discover them, I'm going to be righteously angry. But no, try to feel. I know a doctor I don't see anymore said obviously the key to recovery is to feel sad, is to cry about it, is to feel empathy, and Not feel angry, basically. Somebody says, I can imagine Christine dressed up like Judge Judy. We need a new name for Dr. G. My former psychiatrist? Well, I don't really want to harm others in like a physical sense. I just want the truth, and if somebody did wrong by me in a nefarious kind of way, I just want the truth to come out. However, sometimes I get delusional about what the truth is, and I get angry at people for things they haven't done. I don't think I'm a guy who will, you know, likes hurting people who didn't do wrong by me. But I also, when people say you're delusional, accept that. I could say mean and hurtful things out of anger, sure. But I usually think it's justified because I'm angry. Like I wouldn't hurt somebody who for like no reason, but sometimes I could get delusional, like at my mom, for example, and say something hurtful out of anger, and that's not good. So he says, "How do I know my mother isn't delusional?" Oh, trust me, I don't know that. Maybe she is. Maybe my mother is delusional. Somebody says, maybe my mother thinks I mean it when it's just the schizoaffective. Deborah says, I think we all are delusional to varying degrees. Yeah, everybody's delusional in their own weird way, right? So we got more people. I'm going to share the artwork once again here for the androids. So here's one. I'm in pain. I need some help in the form of love and empathy. Then there's this one. Oh no, I'm going to get eaten by a shark. And then there's this one. If I keep practicing the guitar, someday I'll be a rock star. I'll be the next big pop superstar. I know it. Soon I'll be rich and famous. And those are the artworks from today. That's artwork I created, guys. Somebody says, in my mom's defense, it's got to be hard to be getting accused of delusional things on a daily basis. So he says, what is the art supposed to mean? Well, it's how I feel. It's literally exactly how I feel. It's about me. Boo! So he says, cool. So he says, have I ever thought about taking a drawing class? That might be a good idea. Somebody says, my mother is actively making things worse. She needs to find a way to de escalate. Yeah, my father doesn't know how to de escalate either. Both my parents don't know how to de escalate these situations. Booyah! Somebody wants to know, have I ever been diagnosed with any mental issues? Yes, I'm diagnosed as schizoaffective. I'm diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. So, on that note, it's like schizophrenia with a mood disorder. So it says maybe your mother has schizophrenia too, and I got it from her. It's a theory. I don't know what she has. Maybe my mother's schizophrenic too. It's a hell of a disease. It ain't autism. La 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 la. So he says, being a woman alone means my mother can be very unstable sometimes. Well, that's sexist, but my mother is unstable sometimes. Somebody says, it's true, women are unstable, and that's why we love them. Can we have sadistic puppet master? Controlling mother. Controlling mother. Controlling mother. Monster behind a mask. Putting on a facade. She's controlling me like a puppet. I don't have a mind of my own. Silencing my voice, forcing me to pour my life down the drain. She's controlling me like a puppet. My mother's a sadistic puppet master. Sadistic puppet master. My mother's a sadistic puppet master. Sadistic puppet master. Puppet master. And she tells everybody I'm delusional. But that's not true. It's not a delusion. She is a sadistic puppet master. My mother's a sadistic puppet master. My mother's a sadistic puppet master. My mother's a sadistic puppet master. All right, that's enough. Sadistic puppet master. So he says, that's superb. Hey, Dave. How you doing, Dave? Hello, Dave. Any women in the house? I know we got a lot of new people on my channel today. Any of these people women? Any of you people single women from New York who want to date me? Somebody says no, marijuana would make me super paranoid. It's probably not good for me to try. Yeah, man. I think it's a bad idea. I don't know if marijuana is legal in New York, to be honest with you. I'm not really sure. But I don't plan to try it. I don't plan to use alcohol. I'm gonna remain sober. Deborah says it is legal. Somebody says in New Hampshire it's still illegal. Cheeseburger says. Somebody says you'd only be intoxicated for a moment. I'm fucking like literally schizoaffective. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm crazy sober, so it's probably not a good idea for myself to be trying any of these, drugs. You know what I mean? That aren't prescription. It's probably a bad idea. You should probably stop suggesting, drugs to somebody who's schizophrenic. That's like a bad idea. Somebody says his friend is schizophrenic and smokes marijuana every day. All right, I might give you the metaphorical quick release because, quite frankly, recommending drugs to a schizophrenic is not a smart idea. It will probably end like a powder keg if I started smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol. So don't suggest that, man. I understand it works for some people. Some people like that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's going to be a recipe for disaster if I started trying that. It'll end disastrously. Ah. Do you guys think I behave like a vegetable? Do you guys think I behave like a simpleton? Do you guys think I behave like a moron? Or do you think I behave like an intelligent person? How do you guys think? Like, do you think I behave like somebody who's an idiot? Somebody says I do behave like. You really think I behave like a simpleton? Somebody says no. Deborah says no. I don't behave like a simpleton. Nah, just autistic. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I like to think of myself as a genius. I like to think of myself as smart. I don't want to think of myself as a moron. So I appreciate to the people who look at me with respect. I know sometimes my mother will talk to me as though I'm a simpleton or as though I'm like an idiot, and it kind of upsets me. Deborah says I have a clever and creative mind. I appreciate that. I don't know. My mother used to talk to me very nasty and like I hate myself, like in a way that. But now lately she's talking to me like I'm a simpleton. And it's just like I don't know. I have mommy issues. Somebody says everybody has mommy issues. I don't think that's true, Deborah. I don't think that's true. Some people have stable mothers. Everybody has mommy issues. I think you're projecting, Deborah. I'm in agreement with you, but I think you're projecting. Somebody says they love their mom. Do I have daddy issues? Yeah, I have mommy and daddy issues, but my mommy issues are more extreme. I'm like Anne. I'm like Anne the foster child. I'm like Annie the foster child. It's the hard knocks life for me. It's the hard knocks life for me. Instead of treated, I get kicked. Now it's switched from Anne Frank, the Diary of a Madman, to Annie. Hard Knocks. Well, I keep making the Hard Knocks the Andrew Koloski story joke. Enough with that. I've made that joke too many times now. Hard Knocks, the Andrew Koloski story. Hopefully, it doesn't end like that. I don't know if anybody even gets that reference. Did anybody pick up on that reference? Hard Knocks, the Andrew Kolosky story. I'm not going to let anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody what that reference actually is. But it's the Hard Knocks life for me. It's the Hard Knocks life for me. Instead of treated. All right, guys. Well, somebody says if you had an apartment, you wouldn't have to deal with your mom anymore, but you don't choose to be there. Hasn't she ever threatened eviction if you don't take your medicine? Yes. Actually, my mother threatens to kick me out and make me homeless or put me in the psychiatric hospital if I take my medication. I feel I'm forced to take my medication. Basically, it's like take it or be homeless. I know. I say I'm being forced to take it, but they say no. It's learned helplessness. You could find a place of your own. You could live somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, I'm being forced to take the medication. They say either you take it or you don't live here. So, do I think of Annie as a ginger or an African American girl? I think of her more as a ginger. Somebody says homeless. If your mother gets your money, she is responsible for getting you your own apartment. She threatens me with I don't know. She could put me in the psychiatric hospital, which obviously I don't want. Is this going to be like am I going to find out? Is this going to be like the movie Gone Girl? I'm going to find out my mother was torturing me, and I'm going to find and I'm going to be like, you were pharmacologically abusing me, and everything was nefarious. Or is it gonna end with sadness, with people crying and loving each other? Is it gonna end like is it gonna end? I'm hoping this ends like in a heartfelt, empathetic kind of way with people loving one another and sadness and crying and everybody genuinely wholesome and that's what I'm hoping for. Hugs and kisses, not like you monster. So he says, what if it ends like Parent Trap? Somebody says it's wrong for your mother to threaten you with homelessness or the loony bin if you don't take your medication. Yeah, I'm being forced to take the medication, but uh, you know, that's the threat. Somebody says, I think his mom has power of attorney since he's mentally gone. So he says, it will end like a peanut special. I'm a good man. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Maybe I have cancer. Maybe try some milk. Milk. Ah. Maybe it'll end like Marley and Me. What is Marley and Me, Miru? How does Marley and Me end? Yeah, how does Marley in the end, Miru? I don't know that movie. It's the hard knocks life for me. It's the hard knocks life for me. Hard Knocks, the Andrew Kolaski story. Marley suffers a near fatal intense disorder. He recovers but is too old for cognitive surgery and suffers a second attack later. Marley is euthanized with John and his son. All right. I never saw Marley in Me. So he says Marley plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. Do I ever sing these songs at my mother out of annoyance? Not really, to be honest with you. No. I don't sing these songs to my mother. Booyah! Somebody asked me, how did Shadow pass, the golden retriever? Euthanized. She lived a long life. She lived a long life. She lived from... Mirror says, I do talk to myself in public. She's not bluffing. She's dead serious. Yeah, so at the gym, I'll sometimes get ideas of reference. People are telling me pharmacological abuse is premeditated, and I'll say, I'm not bluffing. I'm dead serious. No, I don't get auditory or visual hallucinations. So no, I don't see things that aren't there, and I don't hear voices. Booyah! I've nobody has ever confronted me about talking to myself at the gym yet. Um, I think I have a plan. Like, so say somebody does confront me about it. I'm going to say I'm either singing "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit or the Notorious B.I.G. "Who Shot Ya," and hopefully that works because I don't want my gym membership revoked. It's not an easy thing to confront you about. They say. I'm going to say I'm either singing "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit or "Who Shot You" by the Notorious B.I.G. Somebody says, when they do confront me, just tell them I'm schizo and I'll get out of jail free. The Long Island Schizo. That's me. The Long Island Schizo. Yeah, thankfully, I get delusions, I get ideas of reference, but I do not get auditory and visual hallucinations. It's just important I get out and socialize and mingle with people and that kind of thing. Any mentally ill women on the horizon? No, not really. If you know any women near New York who want to date me, send them my way. But yeah, to be honest with you, no, there's really no women who want to date me at the moment. So if you know any ladies who want to date a schizoaffective person who's dependent on his parents at 37 years old, send them my way. Tell them I'm handsome. I'm hot. I'm a hot guy. At least I have that going for me. At least I'm hot. Somebody says maybe I don't know. Somebody says try to date a deaf woman. I don't know sign language though. Dave says I'm front page pamphlet type shit, man. I look like I should be on the cover of a model magazine. I look like a young Tom Cruise. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. I look like Tom Cruise. Somebody says I should be on GQ magazine. Yes. Yes, I should. Somebody says I look like Tom Cruise if his parents were siblings. That's not nice, Miru. That's not nice, Miru. She's nasty. I should give her the quick release for that. I should give her the old quick release for that. She's laughing now. Now Miru is laughing. I should give her the old quick release, but I like Miru, so I'm not going to. Have I thought about contacting Tom Cruise's agent as a potential stunt double? Somebody says, what a surprise, Miru being nasty again. Somebody says, I could play a young Tom Cruise in flashback scenes. Fair enough. Maybe I could. What does any tunes today? What does any tunes today mean? He wants a song. What song do you want me to sing? Make a special request. I'm a white guy. I don't feel like doing white guy. I do it occasionally, but I don't feel like doing that one right now. What's another one? Hold on, let me think. I don't work. I don't go to school. All I want is to be home with you. You were playing a prank on me. Do 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 do. You were playing a prank on me. Somebody wants Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys. A ba 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 Barbara Ann. Ba 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 Barbara Ann. Take my hand. Barbara Ann. You got me rocking and rolling, rocking in the rhythm, Barbara Ann. Ba 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 Barbara Ann. I went to the dance looking for romance. Saw Barbara Ann, so I thought I'd take a chance. Barbara Ann, take my hand. You got me rocking and rolling, rocking in a rhythm, Barbara Ann. Ba ba Bob Bob-a-ran. Saw Perry Sue, saw Betty Lou, saw Mary Lou, but I knew he wouldn't do Bob-a-ran. Take my hand. You got me rocking and rolling, rocking in the rhythm, Bob-a-ran. Ba 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 Bob-a-ran. Ba 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 Bob-a-ran. Ba 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 Bob-a-ran. Take my hand, Bob-a-ran. You got me rocking and rolling, rocking in the rhythm, Bob-a-ran. Ba 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 Bob-a-ran. Nailed it, they said. Woo! Do I know Buddy Holly? No, I know Buddy Holly by Weezer. I don't know Buddy Holly songs, though. Ooh, hoo, hoo, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I know that song. Organic orange juice. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey as well. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey as hell. Every time I'm feeling fatigued, I take a sip of the OJ. It gives me pleasure. It transports me to a magical world. Organic orange juice. People like my orange juice videos. People like my orange juice videos. Organic orange juice. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey as well. I enjoy it. It is tasty. It is orangey as hell. Orange juice is like a panacea. It's like a potion. I love organic orange juice. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Do a song about taking revenge. What song was about taking revenge? I don't really have any songs about that. I have I hate you and want you dead, but I don't say in that one that I'm going to take revenge. I say I'm not going to take revenge. I'm just going to wish on your downfall and practice black magic. That one? Dave says that's the one. Okay. I hate you and I want you dead. I hate you and I want you dead. I hope you get cancer. I hope your family dies. 'Cause I hate you and I want you dead. I hate you and I want you dead. I wish nothing but the worst for you. 'Cause you are a monster. You are a fiend. You are a nefarious psychopath. I hate you and I want you dead. I hate you and I want you dead. But I'm not going to take any action to bring your downfall. I'm just going to prey on your downfall. I'm going to practice black magic. I'm going to practice voodoo. But I'm not going to do anything to bring your downfall. I just hate you and I want you dead. I hate you and I want you dead. I don't want to get locked in prison, the psychiatric hospital. The best revenge is massive success. The best revenge is no revenge. But that doesn't change the fact that I hate you and I want you dead. I hate you and I want you dead. But I'm going to let you live your own life. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let bygones be bygones. But if you died, I would certainly not bat an eyelid. I would certainly not cry. And I'm coughing. Maybe I have cancer. Hopefully not. Great, kid. Thank you. Maybe I'm the one who's dying here. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get going here. Adios, amigos and amigas. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace out. Until next time, love all, happiness.